The United Way is a backbone support to our community.
I always call them the glue. They're the glue that keeps us going.
I think a lot of people see United Way as they do this big fundraising campaign and they think that's it.
But that's only one part. They are working really hard to support each organization, which is a partner with the United Way, be their best.
They've really got such a broad community, both spirit, but also view.
Whether it's homelessness or food insecurity or, child development, I don't know of another agency or another service that actually looks at the bigger picture. Sometimes when these agencies are working, on their own, they may not see that it's part of a larger picture.
The thing I think that they do really well is connecting us to each other. Our organization does community mental health and addiction services, so broad level of interventions and assisting people at whatever point they are in their life. We work in partnership with Trellis, HIV and Community Care. We work alongside Kingston CHC. Then we have Providence Care Center. Last but not least, the home-based housing. The fact that there's partners working together is its strength, because that is really the reality of the complexity of the individual we're serving. So United Way was a huge leader in terms of the need for this service.
During the pandemic, no food providing agency in Kingston had a loading dock. So we could only receive a van load of food, a small truck of food, and we were very aware that we were missing out on large food donations. Food providers started a conversation about, wouldn't it be amazing if we had a big space that could receive a large food donation? There certainly were some people that questioned whether we could get a project like an 11,000 square foot warehouse with a walk-in cooler and freezer and a loading dock open during a pandemic. But we did. The United Way was the voice at the table that said, we think that could happen. In the first week we were open, we received 60,000 pounds of potatoes. There are more than 60 organizations across Kingston, Frontenac, Lennox, and Addington that receive a delivery of food from the CFRW. And if we hadn't had the CFRW, that would have driven right by us on the 401.
The question to us has always been, what do you need?
They weren't there to say, we think you should do this. They listen, and then they make things happen, because they can bring others around that table who are exactly the right folks to bring an idea completely into fruition.
What's really inspiring is just being a conduit for those conversations. I'm a big believer in creating the right environment for really amazing things to happen. United Way has done this multiple times in our community. The power of that collective is immeasurable. It goes well beyond all the money that's raised every year for the campaign.
I don't know where we'd be without a United Way.
It's a pretty scary thought, because our community depends on, first of all, the fundraising ability that the United Way has, but also on the expertise that the United Way provides to organizations.
They really are an enabler in making our community stronger, because it helps these agencies be stronger and do the important work that they do.